We were in that odd summer lull in Ivy Falls. 2 weeks past 4th of July, and sweltering in a tight, wet hug that would grip my small Tennessee town until the leaves turned a rich autumn orange in late September. I hustled around the coffee bar and the pen and prose, collecting discarded napkins and mugs filled with the last dregs of the morning's coffee. Customers milled around the bookstore, most of whom I guessed were here for the air conditioning more than the stacks of best-selling hardcovers and vegan cookbooks. After I dumped the mugs into the sink with hot soapy water, I went back to cleaning up, cursing the college bro we'd hired for calling in sick again. More than once, my long braid slid over my shoulder, and I gave it a good sniff. Nothing except the slight hint of my vanilla-scented shampoo. My soon-to-be sister-in-law, Torin, swore I had olfactory fatigue. I didn't know I'd lost my sensitivity to the scent of coffee until I came home from work one day and she confessed that I smelled like I'd bathed in a vat of espresso. There were worse things to smell like, but I couldn't shake the feeling that, most days, I wandered around the town square reeking of eau de Sumatra blend. I sniffed my t-shirt, tugged at the collar, shaking it out, when Penny, the P&P's manager, said, "Piper, can you take the iced vanilla latte over to Silvio in the corner?" She tilted her head to the drink sitting in a pristine clear mug on the counter. Penny usually worked the register in the main part of the bookstore, but with us down a person at the coffee bar, it was all hands on deck. I grabbed the mug and walked in the direction of the small marble table, dodging kids running back and forth between the children's area and around the overstuffed armchairs where the community book club was having their monthly meeting. As I passed old Mrs. Vanderpool, she gave me a small wave and my footsteps stuttered. I was still getting used to that, the kindness in her eyes. How she made a point of always offering a gentle smile when she saw me. As Ivy Falls' self-appointed matriarch, she made it her business to know about everyone's lives in town, whether you wanted her to or not. My past was, at best, rocky, and the fact that she went out of her way to be sweet always shook me a bit. I slid the coffee toward Silvio, and his deep brown eyes twinkled. When I was a kid, I raced past his hardware store as fast as I could because he always found a reason to yell and shake his fist. Over the last year, he'd grown softer, more charming. His hair used to be a cloud of wiry white tufts, but was now trimmed nicely around his ears. He looked content petting old Mrs. Vanderpool's teacup Yorkie, Baby, who snoozed on his lap. My guess was that the change in him and his hair had to do with all the time he was spending with old Mrs. V. She'd tried to be sly, keep her own life private, but every few minutes her gaze slid in his direction as the ladies discussed the latest Abby Jimenez novel they loved.